Well, hello, Phoenix families. This is Dr. Siira, and I teach fifth grade specials here at HMS, and I teach CTE special. And I know open house is very busy. I also have a fifth grader and at HMS this year too. So I wanted to just record this quick video, send this out so everyone can get a feel for what CTE special is like, what the things we're going to do, how to contact me, all that stuff. So just to get started, right? So I am Dr. Siira, and this is my fifth year teaching fifth grade CTE special. Now, when my students come, what I'm going to show you today is basically this is the first couple slides I show your students as they come in the first day of CTE. And the thing we want to make sure we know what CTE is, and what we're going to do is just what does CTE stand for? Right, so the C is for career, the T is for technical, and the E is for education. And there's my dorm room back at Michigan State for the education. So career and technical education. So it's not just computers. We use computers with just about all our projects, but we'll get into career information with the counselors come in to visit. We'll get a lot of technical knowledge. And learning about our education and career paths and things like that. So that's how our CTE kind of goes together. Right. So this is the example of something that we were doing the first couple weeks as we're practicing logging into the computers. We looked at Google Maps. I encourage all our students to go visit where you visited over the summer, places you want to go visit, and try and find our school, try and find our room within our school with the overhead shot. So that was what we did kind of as we were learning to log in. And then also we did a quick intro coding lesson at code.org. Again, this is just our intro things. Just kind of specifically with Google Maps, we're going to do a lesson later in the year where you can actually create a presentation right inside Google Maps that kind of goes around the whole globe to show different places. So we'll do that later in the year too. We're also going to I'm going to assign a whole class or a whole course to all the fifth graders in code using code.org. And they're free to, after I assign it that first time, they can do it at home. They can do it back in their homerooms whenever they would like. I was explaining this week too. If any activity is in our Google Classroom, your students are free to explore, go back to it, create another thing, push their learning even further. I'll introduce stuff during our special time, and then they have it there for the rest of the year. So that was block coding. This week, the week before open house. Again, we were getting into our Google Classrooms because the students just got their Chromebooks. So they logged into my Google Classroom and they made their own motivational poster using Google Drawings. And we'll use Google Drawings to start, and then we'll move to Adobe Express later on in the year, which is another way to make great drawings and pictures and posters and things like that. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Right, so here's just kind of a, bird's eye view of what we're going to do all year. So I already mentioned code.org. We'll have a course set up for that, so you can go there. Google Earth, again, we'll do a presentation with that. We use a lot of common sense resources for, our digital citizenship projects. Also, Google with Interland. That's also a great digital citizenship program. And actually, there's some common sense uses Interland as well, and there's extra resources for that. This is the Adobe Express symbol. This is another thing that's in class link and is available all the time. If you ever use Canva, this is basically Canva for school. We're not allowed to use Canva here at school because we're paying for the Adobe program, but it's very similar to that, and we'll do projects with that. We'll do the whole Google Education suite, so we'll have a lesson on Word and slides, and I don't know if we'll get into the sheets so much this year. That's kind of more with the computer applications next year in sixth grade. But this one up here is for Google Site, and one of our goals, my goals is to create a online portfolio for each student were they able to collect their work throughout the whole school year. We did that last year, and we're going to try and get that off the ground again for this year. And here's the last big topic is our Minecraft education. Now for Minecraft education, I'm going to push this till later on in the school year. I've already told all the students that it's not going to be, first thing. We're not going to do it right away for me. But once we get towards winter time, winter break, and especially after winter break, till the end of the school year, we'll definitely be doing a lot of projects and things in Minecraft education. The great thing about Minecraft education is it comes with all these pre-made levels that you can kind of role play different animals. One of them you get to be the big bad wolf in the Three Little Pigs story, and you get to be Jack in the Jack and the Beanstalk story. And then also there's the creation projects too. I had a neat one last year. We did you're stranded on a desert island, and you have to create a shelter on that island using Minecraft. And some of the ideas the kids came up with, one, they built a big tower, they built a tree house. Other students built these gigantic bunkers that they dug down under the island to create. So it's not just Minecraft time. I kind of argue and tell the students it should be called Education Minecraft, not Minecraft Education. So uh, again, so that's just kind of our big overview. We'll also hopefully get into some video editing before the end of the school year. But the other class I teach is 7th and 8th graders video production. So I do 5th grade CTE special, and then 7th and 8th grade um, video production. So that's my teaching load for the last few years. So after this year, if you're here for a little longer, you can take me again with video production if you're interested. Right. So yeah, just to wrap up, I want to just thank you for viewing this. Thank you for viewing this all the way to the end to see this, and kind of like all I think most of our teachers here, we try and encourage all the parents to use our at dodia.edu email address. So if you have questions, so I'm at james.siira, Siira, at dodia.edu. If you have questions or comments or, anything like that, hey, maybe you got suggestions on, the topics. If your students are having a hard time with something with a Chromebook or certain types of programs at home, please shoot me an email for that. Also, if you happen to see, I did a Google Classroom video for the Phoenix First program, and we shared that with Facebook too. So if you have those tech questions like, hey, I don't know how to do this, or we'd really like to be able to use uh, Adobe Express to make invitations for a birthday party or something like that. So if you have any questions or ideas for videos that I can create and share out with everyone, please do that, because if you have a question about it, right, that's at least 10 or 20 or 30 other families that are having that same question. So yeah, so any of your technologies, CTE comments and questions, or about the class special, just write to james.siira at dodia.edu. All right, so I've tried to talk long enough so you have time to write down my email address, and I look forward to having a great year. Our first few weeks have been great. Again, we've been dealing with password issues and relogins and resetting passwords. So even at this point, if your student hasn't gotten logged in or is having a little frustration in my classroom, that's normal, and we're going to get everybody up to speed. The tricky part for me is that I have desktop computers, so you have to log in to your desktop computer using one username and login password, and then you have to log into your Google Classroom using your Google password and login. So just that multi-stage takes us a little time to get used to, but in 2 or 3, 4 classes, everyone jumps right on and is ready to go right from the start. So again, thank you very much, and have a great Phoenix year.